like the fact that the approach to this game is now is a friendly. Let's just sit back and relax. It's been a brilliant, very brilliant game.
Brilliant game, I must say. I must also concur because the Super Eagles have they've dominated the game.
Yeah,
They haven't looked like they were at any point in time that the game was slipping through their fingers.
yeah,
Kudos to them. Early goal in the first half from Moses Simon, and another early goal in the second half from Akko Adams,
yeah.
who has actually gone off because Paul Archery is playing, and we're hoping to see more goals from him because he's one of the few attackers that we've had that has literally underperformed or underwhelmed with the national team and is great with his Turkish outfit. And this season has been no exception.
Guys, stop holding on to the ball so that you don't injure yourself.
Yes, I think that's the advice they should give to them.
Yeah,
Fisaya Delibashuru, they're on the ball, probably still trying to. And that's another player that I feel very indifferent about. I'm not excited about his play. A little bit too casual on the ball, a little bit too
I,
lethargic on the ball.
yeah. I can see so much desperation from the Iranians.
The Iranians want to
Yeah, but
get
they should
this
just take it
going
easy. Don't get
because
injured. Yeah,
the game is literally seconds
yeah.
away, and from rounding up, I'm sure the referee will have his whistle to his lips after this particular interplay, and with the hope that the Super Eagles can actually maybe double or maybe double the advantage once again.
It's just a friendly, like I keep saying. Don't get injured. Have fun. Come back. Wait for the next game.
And that's exactly what the Super Eagles
Yeah,
have done.
yeah.
There we go. Super Eagles can call themselves winner, and in
Brilliant.
in four outings, it has been now 2 wins. One. Started
Yeah.
with Moses Simon showing that he still got it in his locker there.
Well, we'll look forward to another exciting game, and I hope we'll be able to use more of the new players. Like I keep saying, it's not all about winning, it's also about trying out different strategies, different options for the team, and not only for the brilliant very brilliant. Brilliant.
Okay, let me bring myself up here. Hi everyone, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just give me the love emoji. Just say, "Hi Austin, I can hear you," because I'm not seeing the audio wave. Can you hear me? Just say, "Hi Austin, I can hear you." Hello, hello. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me, but I'd like if someone can just confirm for me that you can actually hear me. So it has finished. Nigeria, Iran 1, Nigeria 2. International friendly match played right there in Antalya, Turkey. I like this one because Coach Eric Shell did some things that I actually, talked about, and it's good to see that. Yeah, man is listening. So good game of football, Nigeria. Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Chidede Okoro. Fortunately, I couldn't bring the guys on Facebook and TikTok. I just wanted to quickly let us see. Let me tell you something. Oh, give me a minute. I couldn't bring in the guys on TikTok and YouTube. I'm still trying to get this right. Just give me a minute. I'm coming. Just need to put up some videos up here, and then we can get it going. Give me a minute. But tell me in the comment section, what do you think? If you watch the game, Nigeria 2, Iran 1. Let me scroll the information for you just so you have an idea of what happened in the match. Moses Simon open scoring for the Super Eagles in the 7th minute. I like it. Moses Simon playing his 96th match for the Super Eagles. Already getting close to veteran status with the team and still, being impactful. And then it was Akko Adams, Mr. Immediate Impact. Akko Adams has shown time and time again that he can actually be that player that we can keep talking about in the Super Eagles. Got into the team and he has made tremendous impact. Akko Adams doubled the lead for Nigeria in the 51st minute. I'm just trying to see if I can get the highlights back on the screen for you guys to see. But for those of you who follow the last 5 minutes, I try to stream it live from the guys at M4 Sports. Shout out to them for streaming it live. But I struggled to, put it on the screen, and that's why you didn't see me here at the start of the match. But I'm glad that I'm here now, and we can just talk about it together. So if you watch the game, tell me, what do you think? What do you think about Coach Eric Shell and the team that he started, the substitutions that he made? You're pleased with what you saw? The Super Eagles, are they making progress under Eric Shell? That's the question I've been asking. I don't know if you saw the last video that I made. I was saying the Super Eagles, do they have a style now? Are you confident with what you saw from AFCON? I think what we saw at the AFCON was flattering. I think the Super Eagles impressed. Coach Eric Shell is getting to understand his game project with the team. But there's still a lot of work to be done. Unfortunately, yeah, a lot of work, particularly if you check where Nigeria is coming from with the World Cup qualifiers, and then how Eric Shell came in and then is trying to, calm some nerves. But there's still a lot of work to be done. This is football where it is important to build a system. But we'll just quickly talk about Nigeria versus Iran. Then I'll get you guys to come on. Then we can just, have a look at it properly. Just trying to bring up some videos just so we can do it together. It's always fun when we do this together. Yeah. So tell me, where you watching me from? The Super Eagles of Nigeria just concluded an international friendly match against Iran. They will go again next week Tuesday when they take on Jordan. They're making good use of the FIFA international window. And for Coach Eric Shell, it's another opportunity to have a look at his team. Initially, he invited 3 new players. I'll talk to you about them. And then Calvin Bassey pulled out due to a back injury, and he was replaced by Chibuike Nwawu, former back player. I love it so much. He plays the football now with Trabzonspor in Turkey. Also made his debut. Thank you so much, Paul. I see you. Watching from Tesco in Grimsby. I see you. I see. Okay, let me just put myself big in the screen for you guys to see. So shout out to everyone joining. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me, did you see the match between Iran and Nigeria? Are you impressed? Did Coach Eric Shell do some of the things that you long to see him do with the Super Eagles? Is this team making progress under this? Can we still call him new manager? I don't think so. I don't think Eric Shell is still a new manager. Yeah, I mean, once you've stayed on the job for more than a year, then you should know your team. And I think he has shown that he's knowing this team. I'm big on inviting players, and then you play them. You need to have a look at them, and he did it. I like the substitutions that he also made today. Eric Shell getting, I think he loves the job. I think he's really humbled to be the coach of the Super Eagles. It's just this leadership issue, administrative issues in Nigeria. That is the problem. But we'll see. We'll see where and how far we can go with Coach Eric Shell on the job as Super Eagles coach. I'm trying to bring up, give me a minute, while you tell me what you think about the game, Nigeria versus Iran international friendly game. I like what I saw. I don't want to be too critical of this, of this team, but Isaac, I see you. What a shame. Yeah, Jeffrey, I see Iran is ranked higher than us, by the way. Absolutely. We need to give them that respect. It was qualified for the World Cup. So when people were saying things about, how are we playing Iran? How are we going for Jordan? I said, any opportunity to bring the team together, a team that you are building. And if you go see the last video that I did, I called it a rebuilding process, because it gives the coach an opportunity to, just put some aspects into the sort of perfection that he wants it to be. So it's very, very important. Thanks for that important update, Jeffrey, because people just come up and use names of countries that are like Iran and all of that. No, Iran is a very decent footballing nation. Very, very decent. So no disrespect will be tolerated. Let me see. Just want to bring up a video on this so that you guys can get to see it. But tell me, what do you guys think about the game? Are you impressed? I'm sure some of you guys wanted to see goals when Nigeria is playing. Nigerian football fans just want to see goals. Did you think this game would have ended 4-0 in favor of Nigeria? Do you think there were things the Super Eagles did wrong? Are there lessons learned? That's the conversation I want us to have. Let's analyze the game. I'm also still trying to see if I can get some highlights for you guys to see. Can't find any good one yet, but I'll keep searching. Yeah, international friendly match between Nigeria and Iran. Yeah, Oga Koko, I see you. It's a good game. Yeah. Do you like the setup? Do you like the substitutions Coach Eric Shell made? You think they could have been more coordinated in their play? Do you see creativity in midfield? Did they still play with a handbrake on, which I always complain about? I was not seeing that, seamless, free-flowing football. Yes, it has finished Nigeria 2, Iran 1. Sorry. Next time I'll try to stream it, but I'm just running away from copyright issues, and that was why I waited till about the last 7-10 minutes, just so I can stream it, and then we come on here and then do the analysis together. And that's what I want us to do. I like this comment so much, so let me just put it up here. Very, very important. Very, very important. That's why I say, so what if they're ranked better than Nigeria? That if we're playing Iran, we should be winning. I know Nigerians reason that way a lot. Yeah, but it's very important. That's a very, very important point. Jeff, thank you so much. I like it. Bring this up here. Just trying to get some of the media assets that will be good for us to do this analysis. I still want to know where you're watching me from. I like knowing where my viewers are watching me from. Shout out to everyone joining the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. On these streets, I'm proudly Austin. I do sports, entertainment, and so much more. For those of you guys who've been following me, you know me, my bias is sports, so I've been trying so hard to see I can get other content into the YouTube channel. But yeah, for now, just rock and roll with the sports content that I'm giving. I've been a broadcaster for been doing this professionally since 2008, so I understand the full life cycle of information gathering, processing, and dissemination. So this is the place to be. When I say it, then it's authoritative. Yeah, I've been covering the Super Eagles for as long as I remember. I was at the 2010 World Cup, I was at the 2014 FIFA World Cup, I was at the 2018 FIFA World Cup, I was at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, and I hope to be at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Though my darling Super Eagles didn't qualify. So yeah, rock and roll with me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go take a look at some of the content that I produce. You'd like it. I call this the Fun Factory. Try to put some fun into it, get engaging, interesting. Most importantly, get you guys to be part of it, because I learned so much from the fans. And I've said, from now till we have the NFF Elective Congress on the 26th of September this year, I want us to follow football administration and management in Nigeria. Let's be part of nation building. Let's understand how executives are elected into the office of the Nigeria Football Federation. That's our way of holding these people accountable. I think it's important we get that going, and I want to lead it. And I've said from here we can actually start having a voice, So I will find a day to come around 3 hours. We'll just take a look at football administration and management in Nigeria, because that's what affects everything that we see on the pitch. If your Super Eagles aren't doing well, it comes down to administration. If you don't like the way the Super Falcons are playing, it comes down to administration. And that's why we must tackle it from that angle, Yeah, so, the coach is not doing well. The players didn't play well. Wow, you don't even know the man who puts together planning and organizing, the man who is in charge of logistics, the man who is in charge of welfare. You know nothing. All you just want to do is talk about the football on the pitch. And these guys, they know. And that's what I want to change. So let's get into the crux of today's matter. The international friendly match between Iran and Nigeria. For me, it's a good way to make use of the FIFA window. This is the international break. Club football is on pause in Europe. They are playing the World Cup qualifiers. Those countries that have already qualified for the World Cup are also playing friendly matches, just to get good team chemistry going. Very, very important. Nigeria didn't qualify for the World Cup, so this one, very, very important for them to come together. We've not seen the Super Eagles play since the AFCON ended in Morocco in January. So this is the first time we're seeing them. And that's why I said this is really, really important. And they're going out against a decent Iranian team that have also qualified for the World Cup. This friendly match was supposed to be played in Amman, but because of the conflict in the Middle East, they had to move it to Turkey. Very, very important. I like the fact that it wasn't postponed or cancelled, that they still had a chance to come together and play as a team. Very, very important. So yeah, it finished. Iran 1, Nigeria 2. That's the information that you can use. It's scrolling for you to see. Moses Simon open scoring for the Super Eagles in the 7th minute. The man I call Mr. Immediate Impact. Akko Adams got into the Super Eagles team and he's not looking back. He doubled Nigeria's lead in the 51st minute. It was a good finish, and Mehdi Taremi put one back for Iran in the 67th minute. Good win for the Super Eagles. How did Coach Eric Shell set up for this international friendly? Let's see the lineup. That's the lineup right there. Come on, lineup. Come on. That's that's the lineup. Just in case you don't know, he invited Madu, the 3 goalkeepers invited, Amadou Kaokoye, Francis Uzor, and Adeleye Adebayo. Francis Uzor still kept his place. He came back to the team during the AFCON, and it was good to see him being called up again. Obvious absentee is the first choice goalkeeper of the team, Stanley Nwabali, who is still in search of a club. So it was a no-brainer to have invited him. So go look for a club, get busy again. Another question for the goalkeeping department was Amas Obasoge, who was at the AFCON, but wasn't in this one. So a lot of persons have said, "Oh, why didn't they invite Obasogie?" I've read some analysts say it's because it's not good enough. You can say that. How much of Obasogie have you seen in the Super Eagles? I've watched the Super Eagles train in the last 4 months. I should have seen the Super Eagles train from last year June till date. I should have seen them train more than 12 times. You just can't condemn somebody that you haven't really seen. He's a professional. He's a starter at Singida Black Stars in Tanzania. He had an issue of match fixing allegations. His club came out and then declared him that the man is okay. But I understand if the coach say, okay, with everything that is tied around you and you've been to the AFCON, let's give someone else a try. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That doesn't automatically cancel the goalkeeper that is not good, and that's why it was not called up. So Maduka Okoye, who was missing from the AFCON, started this one. Bright to say Samuel, you know him. He was also decent at the AFCON. Good defender with Birmingham City right here in England. Wilfred Indy, the captain, fantastic. My boy, all day, every day, was also in that starting lineup. Igbo, another player that I like so much. When he was invited during the Unity Cup, I said it, I told people that I love it so much when players that pass through the league system in Nigeria go to Europe and then get a chance to represent the motherland, because the mentality is different. That's why I like this so much. The mentality for them to come play with the team is a very good one, because they know what it means. I'm not saying the other guys don't know what it means to play for the country, but they know what it means to fight, because they have been there, done that with the team. So it's good to see Igbo still keeping his place in this team. I like it so much. Let me see. I'm just trying to get someone to send me the highlights so that I can put it up here. Give me a minute. Just popping up. It's just getting to my screen now. So give me a minute. Okay, so let's get back to it. Bright to say someone I mentioned Wilfred Ndidi Igbo. I said I like the fact that he's still keeping his place in the team, because at the Unity Cup in London last year, June, was at the AFCON, very decent cover when the Calvin Bassis and the other defenders that keeps him on the bench aren't available. I think he did well today. He came off injured at some point. Semiajayi, good one. I will talk about what I like that is going on with this current Super Eagles team, particularly in the defense line. We'll get to it. Ademola Lookman, arguably the most popular Super Eagles player at the moment. Yeah, people say Victor Osimhen is there, but from when he left Atalanta after the AFCON to Atletico Madrid, Ademola Lookman has been everywhere, and he's such a fantastic, talented player. I like him. He gave the assist to Akwa Adams to score the Nigeria's second goal in this international friendly match against Iran. Akwa Adams, I talked about him. What a player. Always impacts when he plays for the team. Samuel Chukwueze, also the Bruno Yemeche was there. Moses Simon said he played his 76th game, 96th match for the Super Eagles today, and he scored a goal. Alex Iwobi played his 97th match for the Super Eagles today, and what can I say about Alex Iwobi and the longevity he's enjoying? Talented player. When he plays well, the Super Eagles can't lose. I always tell you guys, Alex Iwobi is the cheat code for Nigeria. If Alex Iwobi is impactful, the Super Eagles cannot lose a match, So yeah, Alex Iwobi was in there, and then that's just the substitute. Adebayo, I talked about him. Francis Zor, Zaidu Sanusi, Frank Oyeka, Dele, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Philip Otele. I actually wanted Philip Otele to start. I think he's a very decent forward. Guys, tell me, what do you think about Philip Otele? Do you really think he can break into the Super Eagles team? Is he exceptional enough? Because that's, what is needed to break into this sort of team, Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to get the highlights up for you guys. So yeah, I wanted Philip Otele to start. Chidera Ejuke, Fernandez. Emmanuel Fernandez is another exciting prospect. He's a defender, plays his football with Glasgow Rangers in Scotland. He's young, have good football experience from England, youth football experience. I think he was at Brentford. I like him so much. I think he's somebody that, just trying to imagine him, Benjamin Fredericks, and then we saw a bit of Ryan Alebioshu, who is also a very decent defender. I think the future looks good for Nigeria. The back, I wish we could have this sort of exciting prospect in midfield. Then I won't worry anymore. I like it so much. We'll see what this guy can bring into the team. So yeah, Polonachi was also there. Rafael Onyedika was also part of it, and of course the one who replaced Calvin Bati Chibuike Waiwu, and there's also Yiraso, former junior international, who is making the team. So that 2019 FIFA Under-20 World Cup team, there was Yiraso there. There was, I think, Akko Adams. It's good to see them making that progress from the junior to the senior men's team. Yeah, so that's the starting lineup that Eric Shaw, used for this friendly match against Iran. Guys, let's talk about Coach Eric Shaw and his style while I wait for this stuff to, for this team to... Give me a minute. So guys, with everything that you've seen, what's your take on Eric Shaw? Let's be sincere. Give away. So he still came under some, should I say, unfair criticism. I heard analysis such as, Pizarro took us to the final of the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. Eric Shaw couldn't take us to the final, so he's not as good as we expected. Do you think the Super Eagles, they've made progress under Coach Eric Shaw? That's the conversation I want to have while I wait for these highlights to drop so you get to see it. Cheer Global, I see your comments. They are even ranked higher than we are, and we beat them even 2 up before they scored 1 position. We have the upper, and that's a great one. And it's a statement made, very, very important. I like that. Jeffy Okoye could have saved that ball. I thought so too. But you see, when you watch games on TV and you're not there, maybe you didn't have a good view of the ball. Maybe when you have defenders around you and the ball, is moving at 1 gigabyte, guys. 1 gigabyte, the highlight. Let's see. Who knows? Maybe we can take it. Let's see. Let's have it drop first, and then see if I can put it up for you guys to see. So let's assess Coach Eric Shaw and everything that he has done with the team. Put today's game into perspective. Do you like the way he approached the game? Do you like the substitutions he made? Quickly bring that up. And do you think the Super Eagles will make the sort of progress that you expect from a team, particularly a team that has missed out on the World Cup back to back? Don't forget that. I keep telling people, you won't just understand. For us to miss the World Cup back to back, it's that not a statement that there are a lot of things that we're not doing right with our football. Okay, let's see some of the changes that Coach Eric Shaw made in this game against Iran. Emmanuel Fernandez came on for Semi Ajayi in the 46th minute. Waiwu Chibuike replaced Igbo after I think he picked up a knock. Paul Onuachu replaced Samuel Chukwueze. Isayo Dele Bashiru came on for Moses Simon. And Chidera Ejuke replaced Ako Adams. And in the 90th minute, Frank the Tank Onyeka came on for Ademola Lookman. So he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 changes. I would have loved to see Yiraso. Yeah. I would have loved to see him. But I understand that it's not everyone invited that will play. But in friendly matches like this, I've said it time and time again that when you invite players that we haven't seen before, then it means there's something that you saw that you should be letting us see also, so that the fans can have an understanding why you invited that player. And if you watch the last video I made on my channel, I asked Coach Eric Shell the last question at a press conference of the AFCON after Nigeria defeated Egypt to win bronze at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. And I said straight up that you invited 5 new players to the team and you didn't let us see them. So why did you invite them? And I landed with, you don't believe in them? Because that's what it is, particularly if you're inviting young prospects in a friendly match. Let's see them, because you're giving us a peep into the future of the national team. So let's see them. Let's assess them. Let's know what they can bring to the team. You know, it's very, very crucial, very, very important. But I understand that it's not everyone that will get to play, and you know, sometimes after assessing some players, like, oh no, maybe they're probably not even ready. You know, the way that the coach think that they could be ready, or some can pick up knocks. But if everything is going fine, if you invite new players to the team, please let us see them. It's just what it is. People just need to see them. Philip Otele is a prospect that people look forward to having him in the senior men's national team. And now that you have called up Philip Otele, let's watch him play. It's the right thing to do. I don't know. Let's see. I still want you guys to tell me what you think. Jeffy, thank you. Thank you for engaging. I like this comment. If Eric Shell started the World Cup qualifying campaign, or if he took over from Pizarro directly, would have qualified with a game on. Okay. But also know that football sometimes doesn't really work that way too. It's very important we know that. Doesn't really work. Yes, I agree. He came on and he did some good things, but maybe we might just be saying something different if he was the one who started the qualifying series. Maybe he could even, to lead Nigeria is a lot of work. It can give you mental stress. Look at what he went through with the team at the AFCON. When players were saying they won't play. Look at what he went through with the playoff, Jeffrey. Just imagine if they had lost that game against Gabon. That's why I'm saying that it's important we hold on to football administration and management in Nigeria and understand what it takes, who are the people, you know, administering our football, because that's the 50% before the real action on the pitch. So if they don't do their 50%, there's no way to not affect the play on the pitch. So no disrespect to Eric Shell. I think he has done well. I've picked him up. I've said in my book he's 8 over 10, you know, but don't you just want more? Because I want him to be a 10 over 10. Let's quickly see the team just before they got into the pitch. You know, the normal team walk that they have, the Super Eagles and their walk. Right there. France. So Yeah, so that's the thing. And they had an opportunity to also rock the new kids. Guys, what do you think about these new kids? The Super Eagles, we saw them today on new kids. I've heard a lot of things. People have been asking questions. That pink, what is it for? You know, and all of that. Um, don't know of this dull green. Yeah, just like the green I'm wearing, though. But I really don't know. I think that lemon green was nice. What do you guys think? I also see if I can bring up that video for the kids so you guys get to see it. So the Super Eagles, they rocking their new kits just before the match against Iran. The teamwork. This is a very important exercise before every match. Good to see the team, you know, get into game mood. Good to see Chibuke right there. Rafael Onyedika, Akko Adams, Francis Semi Ajayi, Isayodele Bashiru, yeah, Emmanuel Fernandez, Moses Simon, yeah, some backroom staff. So yeah, just to let you understand that the guys are in good. I think they're in good spirits. You know, they're in good spirits. And with what I saw in the first 10-15 minutes, they still play with that intensity and purpose that we want to see from the team, and that was why they got that early goal. Still waiting for the video to land, just so I can, show you guys. It's quite heavy, so I'm trying to download it. I'm on the live stream, so I can quickly jump and then edit it. So that's the last thing I'll do. I'll show you guys the highlights of that match, and then I'll get off, go prepare for my channel's TV show, and then I'll come back. Yeah, I have to come back so that we just talk about it proper. Then I'll have the highlights, and then I can bring some of my analysts to get on the show to, run a quick analysis of the game. But I will just let's wait for this video to land. By the way, let me know where you're watching me from and what do you think after seeing what Nigeria did to Iran. It's an international friendly game. I thought the Super Eagles were decent. Iran was also decent. Right after made this goal, they were pushing. They became purposeful. They applied some good pressure. I think there was a time they had a chance to score, but they were just unfortunate that it didn't go in. So it's football. We'll see how the Super Eagles will improve against Jordan. Take on Jordan on Tuesday. It will be a good one also. So Coach Eric Shah and his team, they already have something to have a look at, and hopefully we get to see Filippo Tene. We get to see him as well. See some of these guys that you invited, so we can say, okay, I think we were seeing what the coach saw before he told these guys to come join the team. Because if we do not see it, then we'll keep asking questions. The Super Eagles, I still feel they're going through a rebuilding process because mentally they are not there yet. They are not there. They're still not playing expressive football, and that's because they've been through so much. That qualifying series, it was a topsy-turvy period for Nigeria Super Eagles. So I think they need to come to a point where they just say to themselves, we have to play football, admirable football, pump up fans' excitement, get the confidence of the fans again. The coaching system is built, and then the players understand it, get on the pitch, implement it properly, because execution really matters when you're playing football, So I think it's very, very important for Coach Eric Shell and his technical crew to, understand that the game project should be something that's tied around a long-term system. Because if you check Nigeria's football from the 90s, there was a system that wasn't broken till about 2002. Remember what happened when we lost some of the players from the 90s, and then we quickly assembled a team to the World Cup. And I think from that time till now, our football hasn't been the same. So Eric Shell needs to build a system. Now, see, I've been talking about Eric Shell, but there's also the angle that the Nigerian Football Federation, they need to deal with. We need to know that Eric Shell is even, comfortable on the job, because we know that there's contractual issues. So when all of these things are happening. It makes it difficult for a coach to even plan because your head is just all over the place. The man can just wake up tomorrow and he's gone. And he doesn't like what's going on with the Nigerian Football Federation. Boom, he takes his leave and we start up again from the beginning. You know, this is a Jeffrey. That's why I'm saying that, look, it's the NFL. They were just changing coaches during the World Cup campaign. We used about 3 or 4 managers before Eric Shell came. That means you're not ready. You're not ready. Let's see if our highlights is ready now. And then I just drop it up for you guys. We get to watch it and then we move from there. Let me see. Come on here. Tell me it's the long one. Just trying to get this highlight. I don't like the format in which it came, but I just have to play it that way and then we'll see. Yeah, just in case you missed it, the international friendly match between Nigeria and Iran has finished. Nigeria 2, Iran 1. I think it was a good game of football for both countries, you know, particularly Iran with everything they're going through. I think it's good for them to be in the news for something different. And this game was a good one. The Super Eagles teamwork just before the game. You know, players, you know, came out, good weather in Antalya, Turkey, at their walk. You know, some of the guys you reckon, Alex Iwobi was time. Look at him yawning right there, you know. And so yeah, the team came out. Also mentioned that they had their new Nike kits. It was okay. Let me see. So yeah, Moses Simon scored the first goal for Nigeria in the 7th minute. I love it so much when the Super Eagles score early goals because they test their character. Can you consolidate? Can you defend the goal? So 7th minute, they scored. They took a 1-0 lead into the break. In the 51st minute, Ako Adams loves it when we talk about him. So he's always turning up for the team. So Ako Adams made it 2-0 for Nigeria and then made it to Remy. You know, pulled one back for Iran, you know, just because Iran deserves to, you know, get something out of the friendly game. So I've just been asking the question, what do you guys think about the game? Coach, why is it not downloaded? What's wrong? Is the video not downloaded? What's wrong? The highlights is stressing me. I might just need to get off the live stream and see if I can go edit the video, put it on the channel, and then when I come in the evening, we can do the analysis. I wanted us to walk through the match, you know, do some analysis, but it is not just letting me. Yeah. See, I'll try one more time. So before I go, if you have anything to say as regards to the match, please, I'd like to know. Let's see if this is a good one for Nigeria right after the AFCON. I also like the fact that the bulk of the team is together. This one I like so much because this sort of game, you know, you would have seen like 5 or 6 of the regulars missing. Victor Osimhen has got an injury, that's why he's not part of it. Calvin Bassey pulled out due to a back injury. He was actually called up. So that's really good. That's a good one from Coach Eric Shell. And even at that, he still had room to, call up 4 new players, and we saw 2 of them today. So wait to see the game against Jordan if we're going to see Philip Otele and Yira Saw do their thing. So yeah, I believe Joseph, I see everything Nigerian club football are collapsing. No, everything is not collapsing. Our football will collapse. Don't worry. We'll come back now. We'll say, we'll win the World Cup. Do you know something you wanted to say Nigeria? And I realized Nigeria didn't even qualify. It's crazy. Yeah. So good game for the Super Eagles. It was good to see them, get back into the pitch. We haven't seen them for quite some time since the AFCON. So it was good for them to make use of this FIFA window. Just in case you missed it, this is the starting lineup for Nigeria against Iran. It was Maduka Okoye in goal. Bright Osai Samuel was right there also. Wilfred Indidi started. Igo Obu, Semi Ajayi, Ademola Lukman, Ako Adams, Samuel Chukwueze, Bruno Yemeche, Moses Simon, one of the goal scorers, and then Alex Iwobi, who made his 97th appearance for the senior men's national team. So let's try one more time if our video has dropped, and then I play that video and we'll wrap it up. Though the format for me isn't right, but I just have to play that way for you guys because I promised to play the highlights before I leave. So shout out to the guys at MS4 Sports. I came into the live stream 10 minutes before the live game ended. It was good to have something to talk about. So I'll try and see if I can play the highlights, guys. Iran 1, Nigeria 2, and right after that one, anyone that wants to come on, when you see the highlights, just put in the comment section. I want to talk about it. We'll talk about it for about 20, 30 minutes, and then I'll say goodbye to come back again. So highlights of the match between Nigeria and Iran. Enjoy it, guys. That's the first goal scored by Moses Simon in the 7th minute. Lovely finish. Moses Simon making his 96th cap for Nigeria, which Eric Shell liked it so much. It's an early goal. And the Super Eagles, as I said, when you score that type of goal, it's character, you find a way to defend or you consolidate on it. I'll just let you see it and then I'll come back.
واسه کوتاهش یه لحظه جامون سامان قدوس فضا ایجاد شده برای بازیکن نیجریه، خیلی خطرناکه اگه بخوان کار سرعت بدن. بازم سایمون یه بازیکن از پیش رو برمیداره، پاس ارزیش مقابل دروازه، دفع توپ مناسب. یه لحظه اومد و رو توپ تاثیر.
Yeah, that's it. It finished Nigeria 2, Iran 1. I think it was a good game of football. And now, Jeffrey, I see your point. I see your point when you said Maduka Okoye should have stopped that ball because it was late. You know, the anticipation was poor. So yeah, but was a good game of football. Good game of football. I think Eric Shell, particularly when he made the triple substitution, he really wanted to see, some of the players. But hey, those are those guys that we've seen. As I said, I wanted us to see, some of the newbies that were invited to the team. I thought Mano Fernandez was decent, when he came on, and of course, we were thinking we could also see Philip Otele. So, and there you have it. The highlights was breaking, but give me time to clean it up. When I come back, it will be better. Yeah, just because I'm doing this on the live stream. But just in case you miss it, that's what's up. International friendly match between Iran and Nigeria. It finished 2-1. Of course, the Super Eagles, doing just enough to, get their fans pumped up. But guys, how are we going to cope in June, July, when the World Cup kicks off? Yeah, but we survived in 2022. So we're going to survive this one also. Lango, I see your comment. I'll just jump on this one. I was asking who's going to win the World Cup. So my heart says England, my head says France or Spain. You love England. That's why. Yeah. Let me see. I'm seeing interesting comments here. David gave, sincerely, I feel this current squad deserves to be at the World Cup. Absolutely. I pre-coach. Eric Shaw decides to remain with the team. NFF and corruption are 1, but 2, but God passed it. I go say, now you talk, Lanwo. I saw your comments. Where was the game played? It was played in Antalya, Turkey. Yeah, that's where they are doing their thing. Lanwo again said that was some nice football from Iran. Iran pretty decent, so that's why I wasn't taking any of the disrespect, that was being thrown around to the Iranian team. I thought they were, they were good enough, and they needed to, they needed some challenge, and the Super Eagles came out as good challenge. So yeah, let's see if I can bring this back up while I talk about it. So just in case you missed the goals, Moses Simon, that's the first goal right there. Moses Simon with a lovely finish, vintage Moses Simon finish, took the ball, was able to, cut into the space, and then he finished it off. So a clinical finish right there. Love it. Top striker behavior. As early as the 7th minute, he gave Nigeria the lead. As I said, in the 51st minute, Ako Adams, made it 2-0 for Nigeria, and then Mehdi Taremi pulled one back for Iran, and good result for the Super Eagles. What does this mean? Means the team will keep growing, the team will keep progressing. They should also improve on the next FIFA rankings, but they need to beat Jordan also, to actually make good improvements on the FIFA rankings. I don't really pay attention to the FIFA rankings because I never get to know how they calculate this thing and how they rank teams. So thank you so much to everyone that did the live stream with me from when, the match was still live to this moment. I've tried to show you the highlights. That's it, that you're seeing right there. Iran versus Nigeria, 2026 international friendly match. This is the international break, so countries that's good movement of the ball from the Super Eagles there. I love it. Yeah, easily should have been a good goal right there. Samuel Chukwueze with a decent effort, but I love the movement. This is what I'm talking about. You need to communicate. You need to feel the ball. You need to understand yourselves. There should be this telepathy. That's what football is all about. That's why it's important we get a system. And when we get that system right, look at Iran playing the long balls, and it's actually a worry to our defenders. You see, they know where to go, and easily, if he had connected properly to his teammates, that would have been a lovely goal for Iran. So that sort of understanding is what, I've been saying that I would like to see in the team. I think Fisaya Dele Bashiru should have done better. It was like Mano Fernandez, yeah. Semi Ajayi also should have dealt with that easily, but it is what it is. Maybe he was just being careful, because if you touch the player there and it goes down, that would have been a straight up penalty. So, guys, thanks so much. Now, I don't even know how to let go again, but I've got to go. Thanks so much to everyone that, joined the live stream. Maybe we should do it again. So I'm always saying maybe because I would say I'll come back now, then I won't get to come back because I don't know how to schedule my live streams. But right after the show, give or take, maybe 10 p.m. UK time, 11 p.m. Nigerian time, I'll come live so we get our guys in Canada, Australia, and United States of America to join. I have a very big audience in those regions, so they get to join us because it'll be afternoon where they are. And then if you're still awake, let's talk about football, in Nigeria. It's our own football. Let's talk about it. We do it all the time with European football. Let's talk about our football, the Super Eagles, what you saw against Iran. Is the team making progress? Do you like what you saw? Because for us, this rebuilding process must continue and must keep looking good until the team gets to that level where Coach Eric Shea wants it to be. And I'm sure that's where you want it to go also. And then maybe the next World Cup, we will not struggle to book a ticket to the World Cup. So let's continue to assess this Super Eagles team. Let's start with what you saw, this international friendly game against Iran. What do you think? Did the team play the sort of football you wanted to see? Did they struggle? Do you think they have prospects? What about the newbies that featured? Are you convinced? Who would you like to see against Jordan? Let's have those conversations going. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and keep engaging. I'll see you guys around again.